What's up, everybody? I had to plug in my mic. Welcome to Sidebar Street and Culture Parkway. I'm Zim Digital, and I'm here with my co-host.
Hey, what's up with your boy? It's your boy Gino.
You know, Nico. Let's talk about it.
Yeah. In this week of events, there are a few subjects that I like to talk about. There's one of which that Gino was trying to talk about. I think we should say that for last because I think we're gonna be on that subject for a good minute. But yeah, we wanted to talk about Jerry Springer's will, John Morant.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
That's wild.
Yeah. And who else? What else? Oh yeah, the Marine that choked out
Ah,
the brother on the subway. So
yeah.
yeah, which one do you want to get into first? Which one should we get into first, you guys?
Ooh.
one of
Let's,
y'all
let's, let's
choose that one, man. Y'all go ahead and choose.
Yeah, which one do
That's
you want to go? Which one do you want to go with? I
a good
mean,
lineup.
no,
That's a
right?
good
either
lineup.
one. No, either one can be like explained and broken down. You know what I mean?
Choose.
All right. If you've seen
I feel like
Jerry Springer's will, I just got one question to start that one out with is how genuine do you think those reactions were?
Man,
uh, I don't think. What has it been authenticated yet? Is it
I
real?
don't know. I don't know yet. See, that's
'Cause
another
that's
thing
the
because it
thing.
kind of
That's
like
the
it's
thing.
like
right? It's predicated information, so it's like, uh, should I make decisions based on this, or should I have a thesis based on this, or
Yeah,
do I?
I think the jury's still out, sort of.
is the jury still out as to the validity of this
Yeah,
video
But what
will
if? But
yeah,
hold on. What if? What if?
or the legitimacy, I would say.
yeah. That's where I'm at.
Yeah. The legitimacy of the will. What do you think?
I just don't know that it would pop up on the internet for everyone. You know what I mean? Like,
Nah. What if?
I think he would do that openly just to
Yeah. What if?
because under the circumstances that he explained. You know what I'm saying? That's how I could believe it. You get what I mean? Um, I mean, he did explain a whole hefty lot in 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 context to what we're talking about. You know what I mean? Like
uh,
the will was really. I mean, the way he
so,
pointed out a lot of things, but I think the way he ended it was the best part about it. How he ended it, like when he the part that he said about how he failed them and he felt that America has failed him as well, and that way that's the reason why he decided to go a step further. You know what I'm saying? By giving his entire estate to his illegitimate African American children. You know what I mean? So I'm like, to that degree, I don't think anybody would fake anything that much that like that. To that degree, to say what he said at the end, you know what I'm saying? Is I don't know, man. I don't know. Is it a deep fake?
I mean,
Is it a chat GPT? Is it an open AI source video? You know what I'm saying? Is all of this not real that we're
Right.
watching?
Yeah, that's what I'm like. I'm back and forth with it, man, because my man's was an entertainer. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't
I'm
know yet.
typing it in now.
I'm curious as to who is authenticating it. You know what I mean? Who's saying that it's real? If it is real, he said some really poignant things that I feel like I can't really take anything away from. You know what I mean? Like he's seen more than I have. And if he's saying that, you know what I mean, he feels like the country has done a disservice to people and he's done a disservice to people, what can I say against that? Oh no, he did enough. Nah, bro, if you feel like you ain't doing enough, you ain't doing enough. Like,
but like this, like the situation that comes down to it, and the context is, you know, what I mean, this is your will, and this is
Look,
who is.
this what it says right here. The first thing I typed in on Google when I typed it in, right, is Jerry Springer's will real? You know what I'm saying? And it says Jerry Springer did not read out his will. Twitter is one of the first official sources to debunk the viral video. Jerry did not read his will and announced that he wanted his assets to be divided amongst his children he had out of wedlock in reality. So and that's but I want to see if Snoop's got something on it. You know, people trust Snoop's, right? Like you don't know who to trust these days, though, right? But oh yeah, okay. Here's Snoop's. Yeah, okay. So is it Snoop? Snoop says fact check false. False. It says
see?
social media posts began to claim that former daytime talk show Jerry Springer left his entire estate to two biracial children whose existence had been kept a secret. This claim is false. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I wonder who did this. It was masterful.
Somebody somebody with some time. And but like we were saying, like who it's so quick for everybody to accept information like this, but it's like, bruh, who's just gonna let information like this out? Then from what it was saying, is like it didn't leave anybody any place to really argue anything. You know,
Right,
like
right.
he said what he said. Like that was supposedly the man's feelings, and it was like it's crazy how fast people go and run with things and everything like that. Like,
So it was
but,
okay. So apparently it was actually a 2020 fictional play.
okay, and see,
Absolutely.
I seen something about it being from a play.
Yeah, 2020 fictional play, and that's why I said when I asked, I was like, "Yo, the ending." You know what I'm saying? Did you feel it was genuine? You know what I'm saying? Especially the one who was like, who called him a prick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't feel like that. And then even the statement when the girl was like, I guess Black lives do matter. It was just kind of, you know,
Well deserved.
it kind of felt like a stretch.
Yeah,
Like it
I
kind of
mean,
felt like it was being acted the way it was being said. You know what I'm saying? And the
Well deserved.
reactions, right?
I just feel like it, while he is while he is a cultural staple for the 90s and everything like that, I do not feel like he was such a big name or such a big face that in general his will would have been
To you.
read out publicly.
Right.
To
Like we,
you.
like to just the average person, like we still got questions about some of Michael Jackson stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
You feel me? Like, so I don't know. I think that
So
like when we
when
hear
you did you fact check it, or did you
no,
just contemplate about its legitimacy in general?
I
Is
just
that the first
contemplated
thing
it's
that you thought?
yeah. I was just like, man, why would I be privy to this information? Why would just your average everyday Joe Schmo be privy to this information? And especially, we've even seen it with lotto winners, man. Like, you a lot of people you don't want to publicly get a huge windfall of money.
Yeah,
Like that becomes dangerous for you. You know what
You
I mean?
said
Like
you not.
you don't want to. I mean, like that's the type of thing where it's like, yo, if I was going to inherit billions of dollars or millions of dollars, like, oh, I don't have it today, but I have it tomorrow, I would prefer that happen very quietly. You know what I mean? Like,
But still happen.
oh yeah,
yeah,
I'm
but
not saying
very
I'm ahead of
quietly,
that.
but very quietly.
Still happen.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think. I think that is very dangerous for people who, because
It
like
is.
especially if you like, okay, if
No, it
you
is.
know a lot of people who are in need, and you just all of a sudden get all of this dropped into your lap, and everyone knows right then and there. That's just freaking nuts. It's nuts, man. It's gonna throw your life into a freaking spiral unless you decide to, like, yo, I'm getting up and I'm taking off and I'm getting up out of here. I'm moving and I'm not coming back. You know what I'm saying? I'm dropping my whole life here and I'm moving somewhere else so I can have peace. You know what I mean? But if you decide to stay and everybody knows, you're gonna have hell on your hands. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
You can go somewhere else and try it, or you can stay there and do it the same way too. But either way, you're still just trying a whole new system of trying to like figure it out. You can still do it in the same spot you're at. You don't have to leave where you at. Home is home.
You sure?
Some people like love home like for
You
real. Like
sure?
they might be like, man, I'm from here and this is what it
I'm
is.
saying, like, yo, okay, say you won the lottery, right? Say you won the lottery today. They said you won $658 million, right? And
Right?
Absurd.
and look, and
Absurdity.
would you tell everybody that you know that you just won that
Tell
six
who?
hundred and
Who
eighty?
am I telling?
Huh?
Why am I telling anybody?
But I'm saying though, so why is it not? Why don't you feel the
No, we're
same
gonna
way
make moves.
about it being
No,
publicly known that you do have this bread?
Uh,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
I'm connecting this to the next, James. What if this happens? What if you get this huge windfall at 19, 20, 21 years old? How would that affect your behavior?
Oh yeah, you talking about Ja Morant
hmm
Like
right,
and his 30. Look, man, the dude,
right.
it's $35 million
You could
guaranteed
make
every
some
freaking
major
year.
decisions.
Huh?
Go ahead.
$35 million every year. What you doing? What you doing, bro? You going back to the hood?
I mean, it's like this. You don't want to or anything like as an older man. You know what I mean? Like as somebody who's already done that. You know what I mean? Wasted opportunities and such like that. Like
Right.
it is that. Like man, you look back and you be like, man, if I could change decisions
Yeah,
that I would make and stuff
I'm
like
going
that.
back to the hood, and it's
Like
coordinated. That's
I
what
was
I'm
gonna
saying.
say, like
You know what I'm saying?
if I'm being real, he is not so different. He is not so strange or odd to see. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
bro, like none of my peoples, bro,
But explain.
would have got that 35 and would have did that twice. Like, okay, I get the first one. I get the first one, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then you come on
Yeah.
TV, you apologize, blah, blah, blah. Your homie's gonna check you like, look, bro, you getting all this money, chill, nigga. You know what I mean? All
A
right,
hundred M,
you go out
a
there and
hundred
you do
M.
it again, bro. Like no, none of my peoples would do it twice like that, bro. Like, nah, I'm not
Man,
getting
you will
caught
get
again out
you.
there like that. But then on top of that, who is that your friend who recorded you doing it the
Right.
second time?
Well, so the second time, though, a lot of people are saying that, but when you watch the video, because I had that same comment, when you watch the video, the friend tried to bring the camera down as soon as Ja pulled it out.
Oh, he was on the
So,
live. He was on the live.
yeah,
That's right. He was on
so
the live.
bruh, like, you know,
Ah.
he tried to get him right. You know what I mean? You just can't take everybody everywhere. You know that, Zim. You know
Yeah,
how
man.
Nino
you know how
Brown.
I'm
Look, look
Look,
like Andre 3000 in that movie. I forgot. He's like, Don't hand me the gun. You know what I'm gonna do with
look,
it." You know what I'm
they were
saying?
like, Nick, they were like, Nick, you got it on you right now, don't it? You know it. You know it. So,
Shoot.
you know, I feel that. Like, and there's something in being young. There's something in what the world is showing everybody right now. Everybody is showing like that's the form of bravado. That's one of the forms of success. Is wave like money and guns. Like you wave around money, chains, and guns. It's
Okay,
part of it. Like it comes with the
It's
cars. It
just
comes with
really the setting, I believe, that it's in
and this is this this is
that
this is the
brought the
part this is the part
controversy
this is
into
the
the
part that
world.
we gotta talk about and say, hold on, pardon me for
Go
interrupting,
ahead, go
but
ahead.
this is the part we gotta talk about and say, like, hold up, okay, if we're gonna punish this man, because now we're about allegedly they're talking about banning this man from the league from making 100 M's a year,
Well, about
right?
now they talking
For,
about a year. They talking about for a
he did
year.
not break any laws. He did not break any laws. There's no laws that he broke
Right, right,
at
right,
all.
right.
There's nothing that he did wrong.
On this
so yeah.
But
occasion,
he's
on
being the
this
one that's being
particular
singled out.
occasion, whoa. On this particular occasion, there was not
Okay.
one law he broke. But on the first one, you know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to have alcohol and mix firearms with it. You know what I'm saying? And you at a club. You can't
All
do
right.
that. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So
Indeed.
like, all right, that's a violation, right? All right, cool.
Right.
But
Indeed.
this time I think what they took it as is, bro, you already apologized for this. It's so brazen of you for you to just do it like this. Like we know you know where,
Nah,
you know what I'm
I
saying?
do not condone this behavior at all. And I'm
Right.
gonna tell you, like, hey, look, wait a minute. Yo, you making 100 M's. Hey, my boy,
But
do
not
you
like
understand what
did you
me and
read
my
the
homie are trying
contract?
to do? We
Did you
trying to
read
get
the
a
contract
thousand,
though?
we trying to get 1,000 views. You making 100 M's? Hey, look, listen. Hey, let me get on your camp. Let me
Nah,
you
man,
know what I'm
he was
saying?
making like he was poised to make upwards to like $200 million over the course of like 5 years.
200 M's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Are you
a
serious?
guaranteed like I think guaranteed that motherfucking 160 something thousand. I mean $1 million. He was gonna make whether he
Mhm.
played off or on the bench or whatever. I think that's how it went. Like he was
At
guaranteed
20
35 M's
years
every year.
old, at
You
So,
know what
20
I'm
so,
years
saying?
old, you're being
so
offered this type of contracts. Hey, bro, okay, so use your athletic ability to be able to. This is the only part that, like, I'm saying, like, I don't see where he went above the law or against the law, unless I know, like, he violated some kind of NBA policy. He
That's what I'm
violated some
saying. Did
kind.
he
I don't
read the
know that yet.
contract? What's in the contract that
I don't know if
stipulates a
he
person from
violated
being able to
something,
do such a
because
thing?
maybe he can.
bro, and
You
so
know,
all right, so that was gonna be my point, is that while being educated on everything else, you know what I mean? Like we definitely need to be educating these young dudes on contractual agreements and reading what people can and cannot do as far as their representation of the companies that they work for. This one being the NBA, but it could be a small ass little company,
Yeah,
because if they control, if they're saying that they control your image and that the way that you behave outside of your role with your company can still be a detriment to your job. You know what I mean? Like that's something that people need to understand when they're signing these contracts. You know what I mean? I think that's real. You know what I mean? But also, like it's interesting to me that there's other stuff going on, you know what I mean? Like as well as him just throwing, like as well as him just having the guns, he's been shown throwing gang signs and such like that. But I think that
he's 20 years old.
yeah,
What
but
do
I think,
you think he's doing? He's gang.
but
Okay,
like
my bad.
I think honestly, it's kind of weird how quick everyone is to sort of demonize little bro, like like it's negative for him to be a gun enthusiast. Ain't nothing wrong with him liking guns. Cool, like guns. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
But at the same
like
time,
somebody
like
somebody
it's
who has
I don't think
hold
it's
on, hold
about
on.
that. I don't think it's
And
about that
it's
at
not.
all.
But my thing is, education does not stop after high school or after college. Somebody has to teach him how to you know what I mean,
Right.
how to channel that.
It's
You
about
know,
image. It's really
like,
about image though.
I
It's
don't want
about
to say
being
channel.
represent like you said, it's being a representative of
Right.
an organization that is like multi-billion-dollar organization, right? And
Yeah.
their image is tied to your image contractually. You know what I'm saying? I mean, did he come straight out of high school?
I don't know the John Morant story, to be honest. I just know bro's
I don't
young.
either.
You know
I
what I
know
mean?
he's
Like
young and
I just know
talented. That's all I know. But from what
he's
I do
young. He's
know,
young, talented. He's young, talented with a lot of money, and obviously, he does not have the people around him. You know what I mean? That have a very strong foundation to push him in the correct direction. But that was one of my things about giving him direction, even with his interest in the guns or his interest with anything else, is that he could have an interest in the hood community, but he has to understand his role in the hood community. He can have an interest in guns, but he has to understand his role in having an interest in guns. You don't have to be out here like a regular street dude playing with stolen guns and stuff. You're a
It's a
multi-millionaire.
crowd.
You can go have any gun. You can go play with any gun you want at a legal motherfucking firing range. Excuse me for cussing, but I get frustrated about it. You know what I mean? And then as far as the image or feeling like, oh yeah, I'm tough or I need security, that goes into a lane of education as well, where someone needs to tell him like, when you that man, when you that dude, you don't even need to carry the gun. You should have somebody for that.
Yeah.
Why you still the
Yeah.
crash dummy? You know what I mean? So there's levels to it, but somebody has to put that bug in your ear. Somebody has to tell you that, because you don't just get that, or like it comes from experience, and that experience can cost you.
Word. That's what I'm
You know?
saying. That crowd you keep. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's why I tell Buzz. I'd be like, yo, when I pop, yo, what team?
all right, so
Like, I
he's
make you
23
question.
years
I
old
make you,
right now,
you
and
dig?
he got into the NBA in 2019.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? So basically, he was like what 19 years old when he came into the NBA.
19.
You know what I'm saying? With
Kobe
a
time.
$39 million
He on that Kobe
contract.
vibe.
You know what I'm saying?
Now,
He's on that Kobe vibe. Yeah,
Yeah.
19. I'm
now,
straight out of high school. I
well,
went to college. I went to college maybe for a semester, and then went to the NBA.
you're not gonna tell me that he had a strong understanding of contracts. You know what I mean? You're not gonna tell me that at 19 years old he wasn't just seeing that money and like, ooh, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I feel like people are looking at it
Damn, they
from
already
a
got his
thing
gun
like,
incidents on Wikipedia.
right. I feel like people are looking at it like, man, he should have known better. He should know better. I'm like, well,
Yeah,
how?
no, absolutely.
How? He was
Oh,
young as hell. Like that's just like a lot of these child stars that we see. They end up getting so messed up throughout their life is because you give you give them money young and everything like that. I would turn up too, and hopefully you have
right.
to
The
have people
agent.
around you. You have to have people around you to be like, hey, don't do that. And so, like,
Yeah, that crowd.
even in that video, like I said, like where his homeboy had put the camera down real fast, he's learning. It's just that it's costing him right now. Like they are having to teach him, like, yo, you an image, you a face. You can't do what everybody else do.
Yeah.
And I
Right.
know you see what the rapper's doing, but you can't. You're not a rapper. You know what I mean? Like those rappers are
Right.
signed.
As I said, you gotta tell them. You gotta let them know. Like, hey, look, no, them drugs is not it.
Yeah, like,
Yep,
Yeah.
that's
Them
exactly
exactly.
was
what it
not it.
is.
If
You know what I
you
mean?
want people to see you carrying guns, legal guns, something like that, like I was saying, go to the range, go hang out with some of these these YouTubers and stuff like that are out there shooting all the time with the big guns.
Yeah,
The one dude named like Black Rambo or something like that. Man, you go hang out with him, shoot all the guns you want to at
yeah.
Targets.
Word,
But there's a
You know
lot
what I
of
mean?
word.
look. There's a lot of I know there's a lot of NBA players that are gun enthusiasts, from old to young, who you've never seen do,
And
you
that's
know
my
what I'm
point.
saying, anything remotely close to that. But they'll go to like the shooting range. Most of them have houses, man, with a range in the back. You know what I'm saying, and
Right.
stuff like that. So, I would definitely be down for getting with them. I think he needs to get closer to people who are better influencers. You know what I'm saying? And that inspire him to do better. You know what I'm saying? And to just come up in a new bracket and understanding. Because yeah, he's still yet young. He still has time to learn. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? At the end of the day, we do tend to feel disappointed when one of our youth does something like this, though. You know what I mean? We take it
Yeah.
hard. We take it a
Absolutely.
hard hit
Right.
because it's like it hit all of us. You know what I'm saying? It's
He-
like, and then we put
he's
ourselves in that
everybody's
shoe,
little cousin.
huh?
He's everybody's little cousin, a little brother. He's
Right,
everybody. You know what I mean?
right.
So he has that familiar pressure where it's like, come on, bro, you supposed to know better than that. You're supposed to,
Yeah,
Right,
but he has not been embraced in a way by the people who would tell him, bro, like, yo, you better than that. You don't need to do that. You know what I mean? Like, even
right,
inside of the organization that he ties himself to, you know what I mean? He hasn't had big homies come through and be like, hey, we did that already. We don't need you to do that.
mm-hmm.
You in the league.
right.
Your position is to make as much money as you can and help us out on the back end. You know what I mean? We got people on the inside that need a little bit of that bread, bro. We need you to be earning.
Yeah,
I
We
went through that, so you have to go
yeah,
through that.
we
You
don't
know what I
need you to
mean?
be pretending you a shooter. That doesn't help us. You know what I mean?
Word.
But it comes from education.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Indeed.
So like I don't want to judge a young bro too hard, man, for real, because
You think he came
I
from
was
that though?
I was a crash dummy. And see, that's the thing is you don't have to come from it because
You
we're
don't.
educated the
Knowledge,
same way.
I mean,
knowledge
I'm
is
not saying I'm
power,
not
We're
brother.
saying he had
educated.
to. I'm not saying he had to. I'm just saying, do you think
Knowledge is
that that
power.
was that that was like the influence? You know what I'm saying? Like he came from he you know what I mean? Like the whole time he was experiencing success, whether or not he was in high school or college. You know what I'm saying? He was still attached to, you know what I'm saying, um, individuals who weren't going where he's going. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
So, of course, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you do get back around them, you're going to act like how you act. You really having fun. You know what I'm saying? Look, everybody has fun, right? You know what I'm saying? As long as
Right.
you ain't harming nobody or harming others. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like harming yourself or harming others. Yeah, cool. You know what I'm saying? But I would think that would be the typical thing that happens. You would go back around the way you would hang with your friends, and then you might get in a little trouble. And that's why just need to stay away from there. You know what I'm saying? Or have a better understanding as to how to move when you get around there. And like you did say, it is education. You know what I mean? And knowledge is power. Like I just think that he needs an older brother type of figure or something, man, around it, just going, or some group of individuals that are just
Yeah.
like that might have did some, like there's some bad boys in the
Indeed.
NBA who have been reformed, I would say, right?
Right.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And
Or not even
talk to them.
reformed, not even reformed. Like just they learned to shut up.
Yeah, yeah,
You
that's what
know
I'm
what I mean?
saying. Yeah, yeah. They know how to
Yo,
move now. You know what I'm saying?
bruh, bruh. Okay, look, listen. Let's really be honest. Hey, man, look, listen. I went to the bank the other day and I cashed a check, right? And that check said uh $32 million. All right. So, do you think I have any reason for me to even have a burner on me? Like, what kind of security do you think I have? What kind of people you think I got around me?
I could pay for that.
Right.
I could pay for
Right.
that.
I get it. I get it. You have the right, though. You absolutely have the right. This, I'm trying to tell you, like this. This is a
Look,
very
first of all,
controversial.
man, the
It's
moment
a
the
very
moment that
controversial
check
joint
get the
because they
moment that check
singling him
hits the
out.
bank account and I see that that's mine, yo, I'm a
They
boss.
singling him
I'm
out,
not holding the
and I
gun.
don't like it.
I'm not gonna have
I
a gun
don't
in
like.
my
I don't
hand.
like them singling him out.
Nah, listen, I'm not gonna have a gun in my hand. I'm a Malcolm X that giant, bro. You know what I'm saying? My whole team behind me, they got the
You have the
guns.
right to.
They got the guns. If
We
anything,
have
bro,
the
if
right.
I got a gun on me, it's gonna be concealed. I got my concealed weapons permit or something, bro. You'll never see my burner. But them behind me, yo, that's front line. You know what I'm saying? Anytime I need to pull
Hey,
out a gun, they gonna pull out the gun.
hey,
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yo,
Straight up.
I got
little bro
$37
told
million.
me Shaq,
I'm not playing
little
with none
bro
of them
told me
regular
Shaq.
ass little guns.
Exactly. You say it again, say it again.
I say if I got $30-something million, I'm not playing with none of them regular ass little guns. You know what I mean? I got me a old like one of them J's you saw in the movies. It's beautiful. It's tricked out. And you'll never see it unless I done shot somebody with it. But
What do you mean I did? What do you mean
It'd
I
be all
did?
tricked
Yo,
out,
I have
but you'll
$30 million.
never see it unless
This
I done
guy
yeah,
will
shot
do it for.
somebody
This
with
guy
it.
will do it for. Yada.
and that's what
You
I mean,
flip it.
bro. I play it just like a king would. I'm like, man, in order for me to have to shoot you, you didn't have to go through all of my security. I knew you was coming. I had time. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Come
so
on, man.
too
Hey,
much money.
hey,
Too much
we
money to
all,
be acting like you
we
not
all
smart.
know. We all know that if somebody want to get you, they're gonna get you.
Come on, son. Come
It's
on,
not.
man.
It's not. You're gonna get them.
Bruh.
100% of the time.
Nobody's looking for Ja Morant, bro. Like that, this
That
you know
that
what I'm saying,
my
bro?
nigga, he got fake ops. It's crazy.
Bro,
Do you,
nobody's
do you,
looking
do you
for
see where
homie,
this is
bro.
going? Do you see where this is going exactly? Do you see where this is going?
What do you mean? Go ahead, elaborate.
Like you know, what I'm saying? That's where it's going. Somebody's gonna be out here like, oh, you throwing up some kind of signs and you
Yeah.
claiming something,
He,
something.
he
It's
gonna
gonna
get
go
collected,
there.
man. He's
And
gonna
then
get collected, man.
all of a sudden, this guy's downtown LA and something happens.
Oh, come on. I mean, I see what you're talking about, but like, I
He's
see
not
what you
wrong. He's
did
not
there,
wrong.
bro. But
He's
like,
not
I
wrong.
know he's
He's
not
not
wrong.
wrong.
I know he's not wrong. But
This is
damn, man,
not
come on,
happening.
come
Are you
on,
telling
man.
me this is not happening
I
out
see
here?
what you did there, though.
Somebody got to check in. Somebody like check in. Like somebody be like, yo, check in. I want to know about that. Tell me about those signs you was throwing up, cuz. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
let
it's
me get
that.
right
Then
with
it's
you.
that already.
What's good? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's already there. Yeah, but I
What's
mean,
well,
I don't think they. I think that would be I think that's when people extort you. You know what I'm saying? They don't just downright just out kill you out there for that type of stuff. You know what I'm
no,
saying?
but that's still part of the thing. That's still part of the like when you leave yourself open to that.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I would. Yeah, and it's not wise. That's not wise at all. Yo, look, we not gonna go any further than that. You know what I'm saying? What's the other
Yeah.
pertinent
Wow.
issue? Subway
Oh
choking.
boy, I got killed. What was his name? What was it? I remember the dude. I remember the guy who killed his name, but I don't remember the guy's name.
Look, we
Nah,
have the
what's the other
internet.
one? What you talking about?
Huh?
The subway on
The
the
subway
subway station.
choking incident.
Oh yeah, hey
Choked a
son.
homeless
Okay,
man, former U.S.
bruh,
Marine. It was Daniel Penny,
bruh,
putting Jordan Neely in a headlock,
Jordan
choked
Neely.
him out.
Rest in peace to Jordan Neely. You know what I mean?
Yeah, R.I.P.
what's his name?
R.I.P.
What?
Neely. Check
Alien
this out. Look, what happened
putting
was Jordan
Jordan
Neely.
on his Millie?
Yeah. So
What?
Daniel Penny and Jordan Neely got into an incident. And yo, okay. Nico, you said something. You said something about this, man. That correlated the fighting dogs. You know what I mean? The
Oh,
dog fights to the training of a Marine. Can you elaborate? I think that's just such a great point. You know what I'm saying that you made.
so what I was trying to say, man, was that like you put a Marine in a situation and you have a certain expectation of these guys to be like high level martial artists. And the reality of that situation is these guys are taught how to get rid of you know what I mean, the opponent very quickly. We're not having a long drawn out fair fights. You know what I mean? if as a Marine you done got down to we're having a knuckle up, everything is going bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everything is going
It's
very,
already
very
going
bad.
bad.
You know what I mean? Like it's not
You
good.
done ran
You
out
know
of
what I mean?
ammo.
Yeah, like we done ran out of ammo, we got malfunctions, and through that we're talking about killing.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
talking about killing. What we have,
Survival.
what we have an expectation of them to be trained in is how to kill.
yeah,
Excuse me, hold on 1 second.
yeah. We're not gonna. They're not trained in de-escalation. You know, you know what I'm
But yeah,
saying? It's like, yo, nah. We're going to, you know what I mean, completely destroy
mute
the
the,
threat. You know
we're
what I'm
gonna mute the
saying?
point.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna mute the point.
yeah. We're killing. That's it. It's a
Right.
dead deal. You know what I mean?
So like, yo, it is the same person that all of a sudden he gets into a real live situation out here on the streets, and you're expecting him to know how to restrain someone.
Right.
Mind you, his training is not in restraining.
Yeah, yeah. No
His,
restraint.
his training is not in arresting.
Yeah,
You know, like, and so how I equate that to a dog or something like that, you might see dogs that have been around other dogs get into fights and stuff like that, but they know how to let go of the other dog and stuff like that based on the fact that they've been around other dogs that have quit. Now, if you have a fighting dog and these fighting dogs are only trained to kill, they don't know when to stop
yeah. They don't know when to
until
let go until that dog limp.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The end of the threat is different
Mm-hmm.
for an MMA fighter than the end of the threat for a police officer
Yeah.
versus the end of a threat for a Marine. So it's like, while I think oh boy was definitely over what he should have been doing, you know what I mean? I think that it's kind of what's to be expected by
From a Marine.
from a Marine. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hands down. But there's been new video footage that surfaced, and new witnesses came forward, saying that they were trying to stop him from doing what he was doing, and there's also video emerged that he was only seen, he was not threatening on the train, that he was just seen begging for money and food, I guess, you know. So he was
right.
panhandling, and that was the most of it, you know what I mean. He was panhandling. So I really wish that in a lot of these cases that, okay, yeah, you're riding in public transportation. Why is it that we have this multi-billion-dollar transit system in New York, and there still are not any cameras on these transit situations? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is mass transit. You know, I remember riding these bad boys as a kid, and I mean, it's like wall to wall people. Like, I'm talking about, like, you're up on people like this. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
hugged. You know what I'm saying? In a train, man. In a train car. Then you're walking to your next train or transferring to another train, and you're wall to wall people, man. And depending on where you're at, you know what I'm saying? The closer you are to the epicenter of Times Square, the worse it gets. You know what I'm saying? Or say rush hour. You know what I'm saying? Riding on the L train going towards Manhattan, yo. It's a lot of people commuting to Manhattan for work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're definitely gonna run in a whole bunch of people in the morning, and you're just riding packed, yo. You know what I'm saying? You see homeless people on the train every single day you ride the train. They're there. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Yeah.
a natural thing. It gets to a point as a child that from just seeing it as growing up from a child to becoming a teenager, that you sort of become immune to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I remember when I was a kid, I used to feel so bad for him. I still did, man, up in my teens and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it was like, it was desensitized for me to a degree where I was no longer. It didn't hurt, so it didn't hit hard so home. You know what I'm saying? That I felt like I wanted to do everything in my power to help that person. You know what I'm saying? Because by that time, you know, society had already shaped it for me that those people were in that situation due to their own detriment. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And you know, since then I've learned better. You know what I'm saying? But like, yo, um, I just think it's really sad for a person to lose their life after after they're just panhandling on a train. I've seen firsthand a homeless man get beat on a train, man, bloody. To the police came, man. I'm from it was the last train station going through going up to Manhattan on the L, and it's like when you're in the subway part and you're going across the water or under the water, one or the other, because the J train goes over the top, you know what I'm saying, but like the L goes under, you know what I'm saying. So when you're going across, like it's like maybe like on a bad day it's like freaking 15 minutes in that damn tunnel, you know what I'm saying, 10 minutes, 15 minutes in that damn tunnel, you know what I'm saying. On this particular day, it was the train was going really slow through this tunnel, it was kind of backed up, I guess. And this guy took and beat this homeless man with a huge motherfucking motorcycle chain and a big lock on it. You know what I'm saying? With the big lock on it, man. Beat him bloody on that car. Everybody ran, yo. You know what I'm saying? To the end of the car. And
Mhm.
by the time the police was able to get on there, a black guy and another person had jumped in, and they were hit too with this lock and chain. You know what I'm saying? And the police had to rush this dude. But yeah, the dude, the homeless guy, he wasn't doing nothing but sleeping on the chair. And the guy asked him, he came on, he was like this punk rock type guy with the spiky hair and all that nonsense. You know what I'm saying? The spikes
Mhm.
on his stuff,
Mhm.
leather jacket. You know, I used to dress in the daggone 90s. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And he came on there with two girls that looked like they could have been like groupies for a rock band or something. And I guess he wanted to sit down, and he wanted his girls to be able to sit down next to him. But the homeless man, he kind of like balled up in a little ball. He was sleeping all the way across the whole car. Not nobody bothered this guy. He was just asleep. You know what I mean? And when the dude got on, he woke the dude up and told him to get out the way. And the homeless man just balled up into a little ball, and he balled himself into a little tight spot where like it looked like like he only took up one space on that bench in the corner. You know what I'm saying? So he left the whole entire rest of the bench for them to sit on. But I guess it wasn't good enough. The guy wanted him to get up. You know what I'm saying? And he beat that dude. He beat that dude bad, man. I'm telling you, it's freaking sick. I'll never forget it, man. I think I was
Oh,
like
absolutely.
12, 13 years old or something like that. Maybe.
If
Yeah.
if you talking about like if you talking about like what I'm saying like experience like growing up the same things like I remember that going to I went to Dunbar High School, right? So I remember like what I'm saying I had to get on the bus, ride that like all the way downtown. Man, I'm talking about downtown Baltimore, bro. Like man, yo son, hey man, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like man, B more was something else, body more was something else, dude.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
ride that train all the way up back up to what I'm saying close to like west side, you know what I mean, and get off that train. And so I'm coming from this side of town, and not only that, like they know my big bro. My big bro is making he's talking business in the schools out here. That's Taz talking reckless, you know what I mean. So they know me, but not know me, you know what I'm saying. And so, like for me, like riding the trains, like it was definitely a different type of scenario. You know what I mean? Um, man, growing up, like you know what I mean, like those were definitive like situations where, like you said, you know what I mean, like to go in and experience that and have to be able to like to survive it and know how like you gotta move because sometimes you ain't gotta move like that.